Hey everyone, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. So today we are starting with Riverdale Season 2 and I'm really excited to get into it because how it ended was Fred was shot by an attempted robber at Pop's. What else? I'm sorry, my brain just like shut off. Jughead joined the Southside Servants, and Veronica's father is coming home. Then you have Cheryl, who burned down her house, and I think that's a bit it for now, so it's time to see what happens next on Riverdale. So I'm going to skip the recap and go straight to the episode. And before we do that, if you are enjoying my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you are enjoying this video, please be sure to give it a like, and I want to hear from you. I can't. Oh. And I want to hear from you. Did you see that ending? Okay. And I want to hear from you. Did you see that season 1 ending? Did you guess that it was Jason's father that had killed him? I want to hear from you in the comments below. And now, without further ado, let's get into the episode.
Our story continues. Mayor's Jubilee.
What, they didn't have an ambulance?
Now, I don't believe in miracles, usually, but it was a miracle that Archie got his dad to Riverdale General without wrecking the truck.
Wow. That's a lot of blood.
Someone help me, my dad! What happened? Shot.
And honestly, this hurts so much more because I know what happens to Fred in season 4 and Luke Perry, and it's just like this just hurts even more because you know he survives, but
We're at your graduation. I think I'd live to see this day.
Yeah, except you didn't, Mr. A.
What?
You didn't live to see this day. Don't you remember? In Pops?
oh god, this makes it even worse because it's so true now. I mean, not the fact that it happened at Pop, but the fact that he didn't live to see his son's graduation. Oh my god.
Good morning, sweetheart. So what did you and your friends do after the Jubilee? We went to Pops. And
This hurts
Jughead
so
and I went
much.
to FP's trailer. Oh, Betty, if that thing-wearing cad defiled you, please tell me that you were safe. What? No, Mom, we didn't. I mean, we don't go in a tree, especially not when there's a snake curled up in its limbs. If that's Snake Plissken, I want him blocked. It's Archie. Block him too. Hey.
Alice.
What is that? Chocolate almond croissant.
Hey, Betty.
Gotta love how they all drop everything and come. Didn't know Archie Jughead knew how to drive a motorcycle. Oh, even the parents showed up? That's so interesting. I guess they like Fred.
And then he what?
And then he bolted. And I was holding my dad. Pate called an ambulance, and it didn't come, so I drove here, and
Okay,
I
so
don't know,
there's
maybe I
the
should've waited.
ambulance.
Maybe I made it worse. Dude, are you kidding me? You saved your dad's life. First Cheryl, and now your dad. If you keep this up, you're gonna need a superhero name. You'll hurt the powerful.
There isn't any new information. The dad's in surgery. He's gonna be there for a while.
It's my father being the shooter, considering he's in jail.
Oh my God. I can handle this.
I still believe it's
Hey, Mom, how are you?
Veronica's father.
Good, yeah.
It
good.
makes
We're,
sense.
Actually, Mom, we're not. We're in trouble here. Dad's in the hospital. There was a robbery, and he was shot. I don't know what's gonna happen, Mom, but I think you should come here as soon as you can, in case we have to say goodbye.
Only Archie knew it'd be 2 years later. He'd have to say goodbye. Oh my god. This episode hurts on so many levels right now.
Sheriff, how's your dad doing?
He's still in surgery.
Archie, I know this is hell.
Your dad is strong stock. He's a fighter. Fred Andrews isn't one to leave unfinished business behind.
Dad, come on, the car's waiting. You're gonna be late. I'm not ready to go, Archie. Something doesn't feel right. I'm gonna be fine. What are you talking about, son? They're dead. That's them.
I'm sorry. This episode hits so much harder. This episode is... I should not have started with this one today. Oh my god. Because this episode hits so much. It's so hard.
Someone has to have heard something about what went down at Pop's.
Bucks meds. Let you know.
It's like I hate it and I love it all at the same time that Jughead has the serpents. If they only knew what was to come. What are you doing, Veronica? Yeah. Not the best way to, support him, but
Any of us can think about
it
Mr.
helps.
Andrews. But
Sure, it
if
helps.
we weren't so focused on his well-being, I'd be asking if you
We didn't. Jughead and I didn't do it. If that's what you were asking.
Well, wait.
You told me you loved me.
Wait, what? Jughead Jones said I love you? Mister, I'm weird, I'm a weirdo.
And I told him I loved him back.
Mm.
What the hell?
What did Cheryl do? And is that Cheryl's mother?
What's going on? Is that your mom? What happened? Oh, haven't you heard? There was a terrible fire at Thornhill last night. What are you two doing here?
She can really tell a story.
What's going on?
I took your dad's things out of the bag. I hope that's okay.
If we're Where's his wallet?
If he only knew what the future holds. Oh, this episode hurts.
So you'll check it out, babe.
I still think it was Hiram. Makes sense. He was.
A motorcycle
Uh-huh.
without a helmet?
You can use mine. Or we can walk. We take a bus, or we can call your mom.
No, just go slow, okay?
Oh. No. It's actually much more dangerous if we go slow. You are going to need to hold tight.
I'm sorry, but they're just so adorable. I love it.
The woman about Mom, I think your daddy's eyes and ears on the ground, calling the shots. You genuinely believe that? The Manila Blahnik fits.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mina, your disrespect will no longer be tolerated. Not by me, and certainly not by your father when he comes home. So a word of advice. Get
Really, Hermione? Really?
Thanks, Reggie. Bulldogs, are here for you.
And so are the pussycats. We're sending your dad our prayers and
Coax him back. Keep it positive, honestly. That can make all the difference.
Gotta love how many people are there for Fred and for Archie. It's just so heartwarming.
I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. I'm only supposed to talk about good things, which kind of limits my options, but what can I tell you? I'm doing a dad review. I'm asking her tonight.
Would you look at that? You know Veronica's going to love it.
Well, she better. She picked it out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But you are not going to believe this. Archie is getting married.
Is that right? Well. Time dies.
What?
They're here.
Well, it's not here.
Hey, you kids hungry?
Oh, no,
I'm
you're
always
good.
hungry, yeah.
In times of crisis, some people lose their appetite. Me? That increases tenfold.
Oh, Jughead.
I haven't eaten since last night.
I don't want to be thinking about this while Mr. Andrews is how he is. But
things are going to be different now, Mommy.
Are we saying that
you'll see.
Cheryl's mom killed her husband? Wait, what?
For your dad, when he wakes up.
Can I tell you about this thing that happened at Bob's with my dad?
Who's hungry? We got burgers and fries and onion rings.
I was gonna say they should bring Pops over, but then they'd have to bring it over for all. But what happened at Pops?
Your dad would be so proud of you, Arch.
Yeah, you've really been just a rock star gal through all of this.
What if he comes back?
Archie. You did what any normal person would do.
Cheryl, what are you doing?
paying you back for saving me at Sweetwater River. You gave me the kiss of life, Archie Andrews. Now I've given it to your dad. It's going to be just fine.
Not how things work, Cheryl, but
Toodles.
it's nice you think that.
I'm thinking about what I can say to you, Dad. And I kind of started imagining what we would have talked about at Pop's this morning if things hadn't gone to hell. You would have asked me about Veronica. I would have told you how crazy I am about her. You would have said, that's great, but take it slow, Archie. No one's getting married.
Except maybe Archie. And Veronica. How adorable. And it keeps coming back. So, who is he? Also, love that blue dress. And they were wearing kilts. Interesting. He's awake. He's awake.
Can you hear me? I'm gonna protect you. Nothing like this is ever gonna happen to you again. I swear it.
I think it might not like this, but 2 years
That's
from
why
now.
I came back. To protect you.
Sure, I can't give you a ride home.
I think if my mom saw me getting off the motorcycle, she'd come out with a shotgun.
That's fair enough.
Jack,
You two, stop being
what
so
you said at
adorable.
Pops. I heard you.
On earth is that? Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about the whole it being Hiram, but it made sense in the end. But why would they go after Grundy? That's a question. But this episode definitely hit so different now knowing what happened with Luke Perry and Brett Andrews in season 4. It's like there's so many moments in there that you're like, yeah, this isn't actually going to happen. Yeah, you aren't there. Like the graduation scene where he's like, I can't believe we made it to graduation, and they're like, yeah, you didn't. And the truth is, he didn't make it to Archie's graduation, and Archie wasn't able to save him. So it's just, it'd be different, if things with Luke Perry didn't happen, but they did. So this episode just, it's a little bit different now, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that I'm watching it now because it hits different. Like, all these scenes that you would have watched when Luke Perry was still around, they, were intended for a certain way, but now that Luke Perry's not there, the way the scene is, it changes it, and I'm actually really glad because I can experience the show a little bit different than what was intended. I know that sounds crazy and maybe it's just me, but that's how I'm seeing it and how I'm viewing it right now. And this episode was just one of those episodes that hit differently than probably when it actually aired. But I know I don't think I would have cried as much, but it definitely, it hurts. It really hurts. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please be sure to give it a like. If you are enjoying my content, please be sure to subscribe. And as always, if you have anything you want to say, please comment down below. And until next time, bye guys.